Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk about weekly chests in World of Warcraft Shadowlands and how you actually get gear in Shadowlands. If we just go back a step in Battle for Azeroth, the best way, you can say one of the best way to get gear was actually doing mythic dungeons, and the higher mythic key you did, you get a weekly chest every end of the week or every Wednesday, and then in that chest you basically get 1 to 2 items randomly. You don't pick anything, you just get a random item, and maybe you can use it, maybe you cannot, and if you cannot use it, well, you just waste 1 week doing mythic dungeons without no reasons, basically. Shadowlands is adding a new thing that actually helps you with that problem. They actually add a way on getting your weekly chest without feeling waste, kinda, if you actually do something yourself. So at the moment the interface is not being actually added in the game yet. You have to do a little hack, you can say. So if you actually go to the beta, if you have beta, and write this in your chat with a slash in front, run UI parent on event weekly reward show, then it will open up this interface. This interface shows us the new way on how to get the weekly chest. It's actually quite fantastic, and after thinking a bit about it, it's actually a big move by Blizzard, and I think this is definitely the way they should go. First of all, you can see we have raids, mythic dungeons, PvP. This means that you can get weekly chests from doing raid. You can get it from mythic dungeons, or you can get it from PvP. You heard right, PvP players out there who just love to kill alliances because Horde is the best. You can get the PvP, so the weekly chest, by just doing PvP. I know before we actually also had a PvP chest and we had a PvE chest, but all this is now getting mixed together. So for example, if you only do PvP, you can get the PvP, well, a chest, weekly chest, for getting 100 conquest point, or 150 conquest point, or 250. You can see here, this is the 100, this is the 150, this is 250. Now you're probably thinking, oh my god, nice, so if I actually get 250 conquest point, I can get free rewards? Well, theoretically, yes and no. You get to choose between free items. That means you can pick between free items. So for example, this could be a new upgrade for my legs, chest, and weapon. And then you can freely choose one of them, just one of them. So that's the thing. If you get all these unlocked, and it's the end of the week, well, Wednesday, then you can pick one of those. That means you are pretty sure you can get an upgrade between free items. But if you want to be more sure to actually be able to get an item that is better than what you had, then you can also complete 1 mythic dungeon, and then you will have 4 spots to choose between. Complete 5 mythic dungeons, and now you have 5 to choose between. Complete 15 mythic dungeons, and now you have 6 in total you can choose between. Also, if you don't play PvP because you don't like PvP and you just want to do PvE, you can also just do the mythic dungeons, 15 mythic dungeons, and then you can choose between these 3. You get my point. So if you do all the PvP stuff, you do all the mythic dungeon stuff, you basically have 6 different items you can choose between. That should, pretty sure, 100% give you a better item in one of your slots, except if all of them is just a cape. There's like 6 different capes, and you have the best cape in the game because you killed Illidan and took his cape. Something like that. Of course, the last one is also raid. That means you don't have to do mythic dungeons anymore. You can just do raiding if you want. And if you defeat 3 raid bosses, 7 raid bosses, or 10 raid bosses, you also unlock these. So let's say if you are like a pro gamer who did 10 raid bosses, 15 mythic dungeons, 250 conquest points because you just have all the time you need to play the game, then you have 9 items to choose between when it's Tuesday in the US, Wednesday in the Europe, to pick your weekly chest. Basically, there's no more weekly chest. It's basically just choose your items. It sounds a bit ridiculous that you get actually an offer of 9 items, but you're only able to pick one of them. But it's basically Blizzard saying, if you invest time in our game, we'll make sure that you can pick the item you need for your upgrade. But if you don't want to invest in our game and you just do 1 mythic dungeon, well, then you get 1 item, and that's how it is. But if you do all this, you can pick between 9 items. You know, that's how it works. So basically, this is the new weekly reward you get from World of Warcraft Shadowlands. If you ask me, this is better than what we had before. I know it could maybe also be a downgrade, because before you had the mythic chest and you had the PvP chest. Now you only get one chest at a time. Well, fingers crossed that we actually can get maybe 2 items in each of them or something like that. Yeah. Of course, if you ask me, the most cool thing would be that we get 1 item from dungeons, 1 item from PvP, and 1 item from raid. But that's not really how it is. It's actually just 1 item between them all, sadly. Also, you can see in the top it says add items to Great Wall by completing activities each week. Once per week you may select a single reward. That's how it is. So that was how weekly chest is going to work in World of Warcraft Shadowlands. So if you are thinking about going to World of Warcraft Shadowlands, but maybe you didn't really want to do it because the weekly chest was so ridiculous system or something like that, well, it's gonna be changed. This is how it actually works now, and it's quite cool. I like it. I can actually be a PvP player now and just do PvP, and you know, I have the PvP vendor now. I can do PvP, and I can get up in raiding, and I have the weekly chest now through this system. So I'm not really getting cheated anymore by just doing PvP. You can basically now play this game high end in PvP and get the same rewards, almost like, yeah, well, you get the same rewards as PvE basically. So that was my news on the weekly rewards in Shadowlands. So let me know in the comments what you think about this change, if you are a fan of this new system or if you are not a fan of this new system. I'm keen to know. Let me know in the comments and let's discuss it. So thanks for watching everyone, and see you in another episode. Peace out.